chat. Hello. Hi. Happy Monday. I hope you had a fantastic weekend. Mine was pretty chill. I had a pretty chill weekend this past weekend. I'm trying to take those in as much as possible, given the fact that if you've been here for a bit, you know that I'm getting married in November. And I know shit's gonna like skyrocket come like end of August, early September. So I'm trying to take in the nice weekends where I have nothing to do. Given the fact that the wedding the wedding planning's gonna kick up a notch. Kick up a notch in just a couple of months, which is so crazy to say. MCP and I got our wedding bands today, and that's kind of like a weird, I don't know, like there's moments that you go through in the wedding planning process where you're like, oh yeah, duh, I'm getting married, and then like you're kind of just like coasting through, and then there's certain things that like, I don't know, it just hits you and you're like, no, I am, like, I'm getting married to my best friend, and I'm just so excited. I'm so excited. So we got our wedding bands today. They're beautiful. My aunt's a jeweler, and that was her wedding gift to us, she made our wedding bands at a very discounted price, which we are so honored to be, we're just so honored to be wearing on our wedding day. I'm so excited. And we're going to Italy for our honeymoon, and I finally found, so we're going to like the Tuscany region, which is my favorite region. I've been to Italy before, MCP hasn't. And the Tuscany region specifically, but all of Italy, is known for their agroturismo industry, which is these farmhouses that once, World War II was over and mass manufacturing and mass production started ramping up, specifically with food, obviously all these farms couldn't keep up, so Italy turned them into, all these people started turning their farm homes essentially into like little Airbnbs, but it's not just like breakfast. Some have full vineyards, some have a full restaurant. So I've been searching for weeks to try and find the right one, and we finally found the one that we wanted this past weekend, and I am so excited. It looks so cute. It looks so quintessential Italian. It's got a phenomenal restaurant. It's like 20 minutes away from San Giamangio, which is a small town that is absolutely like stunning, and there's so much to do there. So excited for that. Super stoked for that. And then I got my wedding dress too. My wedding dress is fully done being tailored. It's ready to go. That's also kind of crazy to say. It's chilling in my closet right now. So yeah, wedding planning's like, we're in a bit of a lull, but I'm trying to savor the lull, because I know, again, like I said, the second like end of August hits, beginning of September, things are gonna start happening. We had our wedding shower too a couple of weekends ago, which was super nice, and it kind of was like a little glimpse into what the rehearsal dinner is gonna be, and then a little glimpse into what the wedding's gonna be like. And I'm an introvert, so I'm definitely gonna need to find pockets of times where I'm just like by myself, or just by myself with McLean, because that was like, what, 3-4 hours and only 20 people, and I was drained after that. So the fact that our rehearsal dinner is gonna be like 4 hours with like 70 people, and then our wedding is 6 hours with 113, yeah, that's gonna be a lot. It's gonna be a lot for me, but I'm still excited. But so I'm trying to take in these lull weekends of not planning, if you will. So I had a very chill weekend. I hope you did too. But that's like, let's be honest, that's not what you're here for. You're not here to hear, oh my gosh, you are not here to hear me blabber on about my life. We're here for Dragon Age. We're here for more Dragon Age news. That's what we're here for. Yeah, that's what we're here for. We'll go into, we've got the new GameInformer article, and then we also have the voice acting cast has been released. I've already seen the cast, but I have not read this GameInformer article, so I want to read this first and then give my, like, reactions to the voice acting cast. And then I'm actually playing a new game tonight. I know. What? I'm not playing the same 3 games I always play. No, I am gonna play a new game. I got Dream Daddy on sale a while ago, and I really want to play it. I'm like, I don't know why, but I'm really in the mood to date a dad tonight, so that's what we're gonna do. So let's get into this article, shall we? I've also got my tea. We've got our tea this evening. We've got peppermint tea. I don't know why my throat's been like, today, and I don't know why. So I got some peppermint tea with some honey as always, and then this is like a little otter. It's like a little dinosaur otter. It's so cute. And on the back it says, I need an otter cup of coffee. Of course this is not coffee, but you know. I love it. It's one of my favorite mugs. My brother got this for me for Christmas. It was like based off of Draw Freeze. They did an episode, I think, with Hank Green. Was it Hank or was it John? It was Hank. It was Hank Green. And they like combined animals together, or I think he specifically combined animals together, and one was an otter and a dinosaur. And I love otters, and so they only made a few of these mugs, and my brother bought one for me specifically immediately because he knew. Excuse me. Oh my gosh. Bye, get out of here. Because I'm obsessed with otters, and I love otters so very, very much. God, I hate all these ads, dude. It's gotten worse. It really, really has gotten... It's gotten worse. Are we done? Are we done here? Jesus. Okay. Alright, anyways. Let's read the article, shall we? Everything we know about Dragon Age The Veilguard's Bellara Lutara. Which, first of all, can we just talk about how fucking pretty she is? Like, are you kidding me? She's gorgeous. I'm obsessed with this earring. I'm obsessed with her bun. I'm loving this Dalish tattoo. I'm assuming it's a Dalish tattoo. And she's just absolutely stunning. She's stunning. She's absolutely stunning. I can't get over it. And I know we're probably not going to have a hairstyle like this, which makes me bummed, because I love giant buns. I don't know why, but I love them so much. Anyways, we've reached the end of GameInformer's Dragon Age The Veilguard cover story coverage as we prepare to launch our next exciting issue. But I still have this last feature to publish, and it's about Bellara Lutara, the Dalish elf and member of the new Veiljumpers faction in the game. So, okay, right off the bat, just a question. So does that mean GameInformer is kind of done with these articles then? Like, we're done. This is it? Maybe they'll post some more, obviously, as they get closer, but not as, like, many as they have. Which then makes me wonder, because I will admit that, like, I go feral for any news, and, like, these articles, like, I have, you know, I've taken them, I've watched them, I've really watched them, read them, I've really enjoyed them, but I do think the marketing from BioWare and from Dragon Age itself has been a little lacking, which is kind of weird, and so I'm almost wondering if when GameInformer ramps down, maybe they'll ramp up? Maybe? We'll see. Anyways. During my visit to BioWare's Edmonton, Canada office earlier this year, I checked out the game's expansive character creator and the media's res prologue and the first mission after said prologue. Though BioWare released a big look at Veilguard's prologue via a 20-minute gameplay trailer last month, they haven't released much about the subsequent mission where you meet and recruit your first companion, Bellara. I learned a lot about this character, and knowing I was one of the first outside of the studio to see the mission where you meet her, I spent a chunk of my interviews with the team's leads talking about Bellara. So for my final feature on Dragon Age The Veilguard, here's everything I learned about the quirky elven mage. I love how, like, even in BioWare's, like, description, they call her, like, quirky, that she loves elven artifacts, but they also specifically say romantic, which makes me wonder if, like how her romance is. I'm interested in her romance. I'm very, very interested in her romance. Because, I mean, again, stunning. But also, like, I'm curious why she specifically is called romantic and the other ones don't have that description. Just curious. Okay, everything we learned about Bellara Lutara in Dragon Age The Veilguard, and talking with BioWare's various leads, like game director Corinne Bush, creative director John Epler, who is personally responsible for writing Bellara and leading her development, and BioWare general manager Gary McKay, it's clear the team has a deep love for this character. She's energetic, effervescent, and academic, and as a companion for combat, she's a character I'm pretty excited to use in my party. I love Bellara. I think she's fantastic, McKay tells me. I see people that I know in her, so that's how she really resonates with me. I love the whole tinkerer aspect to her. It was a collective to bring that character to life. It was everything from the writers to the editors, the animators, the character modelers, to texturing, and how we light her. I'm really proud of that character. Bellara in combat. When I asked Bush and Bellara about Bellara, she gives me some insight into what I can expect of the mage on the battlefield, and Bellara sounds like an excellent choice for both support and elemental combos. Oh my goodness, she is amazing, Bush says. So first of all, she is a mage. She is an explorer of ancient elven ruins. She is an elf herself and a member of the Veiljumpers faction. They investigate the ancient ruins of Arlathan. Everything about her character as a mage leads into that, but she also challenges the kind of archetypal idea of a mage. She does that by attacking with a bow at range using electrically charged arrows, but she's also casting spells that slow down time or heal allies and rook. She does that by channeling magical energy into her gauntlet. Bush says she starts as a support character in combat thanks to her healing spells, but notes players don't have to build her out that way. She also leans into the electrical damage, and damage type really matters a lot when we get into the strategy and tactics, Bush says. You can spec her out in a way where she's unleashing this devastating vortex that pulls in all enemies into electrical storm. Maybe then we unleash her own area of effect attack with all the enemies clumped together, Bush adds. She can debuff all the enemies with the shocked affliction where they're taking passive damage. I mentioned she can slow down time, she can heal. She is one of the characters that you can build out to have her healing spells heal you autonomously. So if you're the kind of player that likes to be on the front lines, Bellara might just be the perfect companion for you. That's me. I like being in the front lines. I like being melee, which I don't know how that's gonna I usually like melee. I usually like being in the front, but also not a tank. I'm usually DPS because I like being in the like nitty-gritty of it. But I'm also not the best at combat, so I will need a healer, which was like the biggest disappointment in Inquisition when none of them were like really healers. And they all were just like really combat, and like the healing was like minimal. Whereas like I was like, give me a win from Origins, dude. Give me a win. I always had a win in my party because I was like, I need a healer always and forever, and she's my girl. She is my girl. Bellara's place in the world. Eplar, who writes Bellara, tells me about her place in Thedas as an elf and the connection elves have to the magic of the world. He says if you've paid attention to the franchise, you likely already know that elves are historically an oppressed people in the games. Now, with two of their gods on the loose in Veilguard, magic has poured back into the world in a big way. She represents the Veiljumpers, Epler explains. Now, the Veiljumpers are a faction that's appeared in the comics before, but otherwise this is the first time it's appeared in the games, and they are the ones journeying through Arlathan, where the ancient elven empire used to exist, and left a lot of artifacts when it disappeared. When the elves fell from immortality thousands of years ago, they still left a lot of their artifacts and a lot of their, for lack of a better term, magical technology behind. And Bellara represents this yearning to find the truth of who the elves were, because not only did they lose their magic and their immortality, they lost a lot of their history. I'm gonna find it so interesting to see her reaction and